Let me see if I can try to illustrate for you the divinatory process that is the OOTK. You are here, that red dot. But where is here? Oh, okay, the other colored dots represent life, both space and time. It's body, mind, and spirit, 3 layers, so that's where you are. You still see the red dot, right? But let me guess, knowing this means nothing to you, right? Because you don't understand the context of the other colored dots. Fair enough. As above, so below. Every microcosm is a perfect representation of the macrocosm, and the whole macrocosm is the perfect representation of each microcosm, and altogether we are the one, the divine. It's like how the cells in our body look like the universe, or how the composition of our bodies is the same as the composition of the stars in the heavens. Long story there, look it up. Science, interesting stuff. Existence came from the divine through the creation of the 4 worlds. That's the macrocosm. The microcosm is Earth. How Earth is a representation of this 4-world model through our 4 elements, 4 directions, and 4 seasons. Created through the Holy Trinity, remember? The 3 cuts to create the 4. Yet an even smaller microcosm is human life. Each one of our life paths is a representation of these 4 worlds. Where among these 4 worlds are you right now? That's the first operation, the first thing to figure out. In the dimension that is space per space-time, where are you? Metaphysicians have long used the 12 astrological houses to figure that out. As above, so below. Each segment of heaven above represents a segment of life here below. That's what the 12 houses represent. 12 sections of the heavens above us and 12 corresponding areas of life in our fate and fortunes. Find that space. That's the second operation. Now we look at time per space-time. We use the 12 zodiac signs to figure that out, and so goes the third operation. The 12 zodiac signs represent the path of the sun across the heavens, and the path of the sun marks time as it governs us here on earth. Okay, where are we? Where are we really? What is going on in our lives right now that we need to be most aware of? That's the fourth operation, the 36 decans. The 36 decans is the synthesis of space-time, the synthesis of the second and third operations to pinpoint exactly where we are, like the Cartesian plane, cross coordinates. Oh, but wait, we're not done. In case you can't tell what that is because of my terrible doodle, that's a magnified view of the red dot, of the decan that the red dot was in. Again, as above, so below. Macrocosm is the microcosm and vice versa. Now let's look at you as a whole, that red dot as one. This is the 36 decans superimposed again over that one single red dot all over you. The whole lattice of the macrocosm is perfectly represented in the whole lattice of the microcosm that is you. Reading all 36 cards during the fourth operation is also about reading all of you through the macrocosm. And by reading all 36 cards of the macrocosm, that is the 36 decans. We can get a perfect sense of who you are, the microcosm, that single decan. One decan equals 36 decans. Am I making any sense? Here you are, the red dot again. You've always been here, like that against all that blank space, but now you get it, right? After the 5 operations, you know where you are, even though the physical vision is still that white space. Now you see deeper, beyond the physical, into the metaphysical, and through the metaphysical lens that the OOTK provides, you know exactly where here is now, even though it's still white space. Now the 5th operation, the revelation. Let's say through the 5th operation, you receive the divine revelation and God reveals to you the Sephirah. There has been communion. You've heightened your personal vibrational frequency to meet the frequency of the divinity, of the God principle, of superconsciousness. One of the most groundbreaking forms of technology we've created is the zoom lens, or optical zoom, the telescope, the microscope, the ability to see far, wide, up close, and magnified to 100,000. Through the zoom lens, scientists can see light years beyond our planet to see what our universe is comprised of. We can see atoms and now know what our bodies are made of. The opening of the key divinatory approach is like zoom lens, a form of technology for metaphysicians. That's what the tarot is, really. Metaphysicians have developed technology that uses the tarot deck to provide a form of optical zoom for our third eye. With the tarot deck, we can calibrate it as a lens, like a telescope, to see far ahead, or we can use it as a microscope to see deep and close within. Imagine that this is your life path, what we can see of it. And I don't just mean with your physical eye, but even your ordinary intuition. There is only so much you can grasp without technology, just like there is only so far and so close we can see through our naked eye, without telescopes and microscopes. The various operations of the OOTK are like lenses that you put on, a form of psychic or metaphysical technology that you use to see your life path farther or closer. Each operation represents a different power of zoom. The various techniques we've learned in this masterclass, card counting, pairing, the 12 houses and signs, and so on, are like different filters. The opening of the key is the zoom lens technology for metaphysicians. I hope I have adequately instructed on the opening of the key divinatory method, but maybe I've deceived you by putting the OOTK in the title of this course, because you see, this masterclass wasn't actually about the OOTK. No, this class was about how to think like an occultist. What I hope to have imparted to you during this masterclass is a framework for thinking about divination, one that's going to be transferable into any spiritual path, any divinatory point of view, and any choice of tarot practice. All right, now get on out of here. Go home already. Take care. Bye. Honey, come here. Look at this. My citrine looks like a sperm.